You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and white sports fans, let's talk about the NBA. It seems like, especially over the past week, that a lot of businesses are trying to get back to normal. People are trying to get back to normal, trying to get out of this pandemic. And the NBA now has come out and said that head coaches who are fully vaccinated can drop their masks during the games. Fully vaccinated coaches, head coaches, I should say, not the assistants, head coaches, they can drop their mask during the game. But however, it really doesn't make any sense, this rule change. And I'm going to be diving into that in this video because I got a few issues with this. So we're going to be talking about that in this video, guys. But first, make sure you guys go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, sign up and become a member today. We have two different membership plans. We have the bronze and silver plan. Rhodes and I post private videos over there on the website to the members that actually do sign up. If you're on the silver plan, you get additional videos. And also you get to be on a panel on member-only live streams. But if you don't want to do any of that, just consider giving a one-time donation by clicking the donation tab or shopping for the merch. Use the discount code LaChinaSucks, S-U-X, all one word, and we're going to give you 15% off those. So check this out. NBA tells head coaches they can ditch masks during games if fully vaccinated. And you may be thinking to yourself, yeah, that's great, man. So the head coaches can now remove their masks. Not necessarily, guys. Not necessarily. So check this out. Just in time for the playoffs, the NBA told its head coaches Saturday they can work without masks during games if they have been fully vaccinated against the coronavirus. Assistant coaches and players will still be required to wear masks in the bench area. We'll get into that. Head coaches may choose to go without masks after pregame introductions through halftime. Then again after halftime until the game concludes. You see that? You see the stickler point right there, right? So before the game, the head coaches who have been fully vaccinated, they have to wear masks. That's essentially what they're saying here. But once the pregame introductions are done, then they can take off their masks. I'm sorry, guys. Does this virus really discriminate, between the pregame and after the pregame? And by the way, these coaches are fully vaccinated now. Fully vaccinated. So it's highly, highly unlikely that they're going to actually contract the virus. So why didn't the NBA just say, and why just head coaches? I mean, you got assistant coaches too, and you got players also. So the assistant coaches, they still got to mask up for the whole game. But if you're the head coach, during the actual game itself, you can remove your mask. But the assistant coaches, they still have to keep their masks on, along with the players on the bench. Does this make any sense to anybody? I just don't get it. But it says here, the memo was sent Saturday morning, just a few hours before the postseason opener between the Miami Heat and Milwaukee Bucks, and obtained by the Associated Press, also said the head coaches will have to wear masks during halftime. That's what I just touched on right there. During warm-ups and shoot-around before the start of the third quarter and post-game. If opposing coaches choose to meet briefly on the court after the game, masks are encouraged. This doesn't make any sense. These coaches are fully vaccinated. If they're fully vaccinated, this doesn't make any sense, guys. I mean, I can care less about the Marxist NBA of China, man, but what is the NBA trying to do here? I mean, you almost might as well just have them wear the mask the whole time then, or not at all. Coaches have needed to wear masks throughout games all season, and some even got calls from the NBA with a reminder to be more committed to keeping the mask over their nose and mouth. But for the playoffs, the league said it was making the mask change to facilitate in-game coaching duties. And in light of the vaccination rates among NBA head coaches, along with recent updated guidance from the CDC and prevention. Now, the CDC, if the NBA really wanted to follow the CDC guidelines, the CDC has already said if you've been fully vaccinated, you don't need to social distance and you don't need to wear a mask. But the NBA is not really doing that, if you ask me. Coaches will still need to participate in the NBA's testing regimens, the league said. Meanwhile, for the playoffs, the NBA is going to see its largest crowds of the season. Okay, they're talking about some other stuff there because pretty much a lot of places are starting to actually open up now. But man, this seems really, really dumb. This seems really dumb, guys. I mean, I'm not watching these games anyway. But what's the logic behind you can take off your mask during a game, but if it's that pregame, you better have that mask on. And if you're assistant coach, you got to have the mask on anyway. If you're a player on the bench, you got to put the mask. I just don't get it, guys. This doesn't make any sense. But then at that, man, this is the Marxist NBA of China. It doesn't make any sense. I believe, man, this is still another virtue signal. This is all it is, man. More control. I just don't get this. This is dumb right here. This is dumb, man. If you're a fully vaccinated head coach, why you need to wear the mask before the game? The players don't. Does this make any sense to you guys? Because I'm at a loss here. It really doesn't make any sense to me. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? This is another dumb call by the NBA. Not much of a change, really. I mean, they're not really keeping anybody safe by doing this, if you ask me. I really don't believe they're keeping anybody safe by doing this. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.